2022 is proof that the sky's the limit when it comes to hypercars. While the most expensive luxury cars might have a few things in common with their less pricey counterparts, we're talking 4 wheels, doors, and a steering wheel, they set themselves apart with those seriously flashy, endlessly impressive features that fuse the gap between a vehicle and a work of art. Ranking updated among the most expensive cars includes everything from storied, legendary classic cars to revered auto houses, with a few surprising newer models thrown in for good measure. Number 10. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster, $3.5 million. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster isn't just impressive, it's also seriously beautiful. A car that deserves admiring before you've even put your foot on the pedal. Its good looks almost justify its extortionate price tag. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster is a confident car, and one that's more than tripled in price since it first sprung up on the market in 2011. Some of this car's ridiculous speed comes from its makeup, a material even lighter than regular carbon fiber, called carbon titanium HP62. Company founder and chief designer Horacio Pagani was reportedly directly responsible for the cool, classy colors inside each BC Roadster. Its name? BC is in reference to New York real estate mogul Benny Caiola, the first owner of a Zonda in the year 2000 and a friend of Horacio Pagani. Number 9. Lamborghini Sian, $3.6 million. Lamborghini Sian translates to Lamborghini Lightbolt in Bolognese dialect, which should give you some idea as to what this supercar is capable of. Not only is it the most powerful Lamborghini ever made, but it's also the most expensive. This limited edition hybrid supercar was sold to just 63 customers in total and comes with outrageous features to match. Sian was designed to be the most customizable Lamborghini ever made, with every single color available to cover its carbon fiber body right through to its seats and interiors. It also easily reaches 0 to 60 miles per hour in less than 2.8 seconds and has a top speed of 217 miles per hour. Number 8. Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, $5.7 million. Almost double the cost of the Jesco and the Murray T.50, Bugatti's Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus provides speed and power alongside the beauty that truly makes a Bugatti a Bugatti. Under the hood of each car lies decades of expert craftsmanship and years of automotive artistry. Bugattis often go for several million, and Bugatti wants you to know that, feel that, every time you see one. Sinuous curves it wears on its sleek facade are futuristic. It gets a mind-bending 1,577 horsepower from a quad-turbocharged 8-liter W16 motor. Years ago, this vehicle was the first to break the then golden speed barrier of 300 miles per hour or 483 kilometers per hour, and so, much like the most expensive car in the world, this Bugatti has a claim to fame that will never allow its value to depreciate. Number 7. Bugatti Divo, $6 million. Bugatti's Chiron was such a success that the Divo, a car that closely follows it, has several similar features. However, the Divo is more exotic looking, and much more exclusive. Only 40 Divos will be produced and sold, which has already been spoken for. Updates include a better suspension, a much lighter frame for increased speed, and a new dorsal fin. Inside, the Divo houses an 8.0-liter W16 engine with 4 turbochargers. The result, the Divo has 1,500 horsepower, an acceleration of just over 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.4 seconds. Number 6. Bugatti Cento Daisai, $9 million. Bugatti's 2022 Cento Daisai will be even more exclusive. Only 10 of these luxurious hypercars will be sold, which has found a happy buyer already, including football star Cristiano Ronaldo, despite the high price. Bugatti, already a brand known for unique bodywork and luxurious comfort features, has sought to give the Cento Daisai everything possible to make it memorable and completely decadent. The 1,577 horsepower quad-turbo W16, it may not be the fastest Bugatti currently on the road, but it is the quickest accelerating. This car, Bugatti, pays homage to the EB110, or the enthusiast, a supercar produced early in the 90s. The car didn't quite have the timing to perform as it was hoped. This car will make up for that, bringing performance and luxury to spare. Bugatti has posted a claimed 0 to 62 miles per hour or just over 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration of 2.4 seconds. Enthusiast will have a top speed of 236 miles per hour, or 379 kilometers per hour, distinctly less than the Chiron, but this hypercar makes up for it with its distinct modern aesthetic. Number 5. Rolls-Royce Sweptail, $13 million. Rolls-Royce Sweptail wasn't initially made for any specific reason, it was a request. Car that once took the title of the most expensive in the world, it's a model that's captured the hearts of all kinds of car fanatics across the planet. One of the best things about this car is its fusion of the old and the new, modern luxury combined with a hint of 1920s and 30s glamour. We're talking about characteristics from the classic Rolls-Royce silhouette combined with innovation and technology. Despite all we know about it, there's one thing unknown: its owner. This one-off car truly is one of a kind. Number 4. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17.6 million. Zonda was the first car out of the Pagani Automobili Auto house. Years ago, production should have ceased, favoring the Huayra. Instead, Pagani has come out with many different special editions of the Zonda. The Zonda HP Barchetta was thus named Barchetta because, to Horatio Pagani, that's what it resembled, in Italian, a little boat. Its frame is entirely formed of carbon fiber for an ultralight body and zippy, speedy feel. It's blue-tinted, it has a minimized windshield, and it stands only some 21 inches tall or 0.5 meters at its tallest. Fortunately, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is also the most expensive car that you can't buy. Only 3 vehicles were ever made of this unique, specific version of the Zonda. Last sold, one of these vehicles went for $17.6 million. Its acceleration is 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.4 seconds. Zonda HP Barchetta can reach a top speed of 220 miles per hour or 355 kilometers per hour. Number 3. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, $18.7 million. 2019, Bugatti made a brilliant branding decision when rolling out their latest supercar. Instead of a flashy introduction and name geared to thrill, the French manufacturer opted for a restrained, minimalistic, and instantly iconic title, La Voiture Noire. Black car. No other description is necessary. Going into details doesn't interrupt the awe of this gorgeous vehicle with a sky-high price. It's got a carbon fiber shell that's sculpted by hand, a quad-turbo W16 8.1-liter engine that produces 1500 horsepower, and an acceleration of 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.4 seconds. Its top speed is 260 miles per hour or 420 kilometers per hour, and its overall performance is precision engineered by an auto house famous for producing the most powerful cars in the world for decades on end. Number 2. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail, $28 million. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail is proof that quantity and quality can walk together without overshadowing each other. This truly unique car was designed as a coach-built model, the first of 3 to be made. What does that mean? Bespoke vehicle, based on an existing framework. This one's especially impressive as it features elements of a J-class yacht as well as those of the original 1932 Boat Tail. Rolls-Royce Boat Tail made its public debut at Italy's Concorso di Eleganza Villa d'Este in late 2021 and shows off with its 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12 engine capable of 563 horsepower. It's officially 2022's most expensive new car in the world. Number 1. 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, $70 million. The 2022 final entrant is unchanged from 2021, and would be surprised if another car beats its position in 2023, either. So, for the most expensive car of all time, we'll once again turn to history. 1964, the 250 GTO won the Tour de France automobile, marking the 9th year in a row that Ferrari won that race. Only 36 of these cars were made between 1962 and 1963, the specific Ferrari that's the most expensive in the world, at an unbelievable $70 million price point, was victorious not only in the Tour de France, but it also placed in the Le Mans. The top speed of 174 miles per hour and an acceleration of 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.1 seconds, its stats wouldn't stand up to the hypercars of the modern day. However, in the 60s, it was the fastest in the world, and, now, decades later, it remains the most expensive car in the world of all time by a long shot. Some term this beautiful car the Picasso of the motoring world, others, the Holy Grail of Ferraris. Current owners of the most expensive car of all time include American fashion designer Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, and John A. Shirley, the former president and COO of Microsoft.